Hi guys, welcome to another edition of Coffee Break, and my name is Shai. Now, before we wrap up the month of June, of course, we will not forget to celebrate along with our LGBT plus community, friends, and family. And of course, say to all of you, Happy Pride! Did my greeting make sense? But yeah, Happy Pride, guys. Now, before I introduce to you, of course, our semi-celebrity and the other jocks that are with us right now, yeah, I would like to reiterate the disclaimer that we had earlier. I'm sure you were able to read that. But yes, the views and opinions expressed by the jocks do not necessarily reflect those of the show, the radio station, the management, and the network. At least we're clear with that. Now, please welcome DJ Nick. Hi, Nick.
I want to be alone, but unfortunately you're here. No, I'm kidding. Who doesn't want to? I mean, who doesn't want to have someone, right? So I'm saying hello to all our friends, our brothers and sisters from the LGBTQ plus community. Hope you guys are doing well.
Yeah, I love what you said. Who wants to be alone, right? Who wants to not be loved and love back? So it's really perfect because we have some controversial questions here. And sayang lang kasi si Sam Chloe couldn't join us right now. The internet is not cooperating. Even ours right now isn't very
Stable, no?
very great. Yeah, not very favorable for us, but still we are trying our best because we love this topic. We are very passionate about this conversation. And with that, Nick, I have a very big question for you to start it off. Do you think gender preference is still taboo here in the Philippines?
Yeah, like in the previous live session that we had, that was cut because of the intermittent connection. I still think that it is. It is taboo. I've been seeing a lot of like hateful comments, and people are against it. But I also think that gradually people are starting to accept things for what they really are, and that is that there are other people who believe, who love, and do other things aside from the things that we do, who are just basically different from who we are. And it's refreshing to see that many people are also standing up for other people, just like our brothers and sisters in the LGBTQ plus community. What about you?
I think it really still is.
Yeah.
I think we're both on the same page somehow that we feel it still is. It shouldn't be anymore. Come on guys, it's 2020 na. But I know that's not an excuse for some people. Hindi parang sabihin nila na hindi porke 2020 na, modern age na, kalimutan na natin ang this and that. And that's a totally different argument we're gonna go to. But right now, we'll focus on what the LGBT plus community wants, and that is a lot of the regular rights that the heterosexual people
normalize,
have,
right?
So basically, exactly, to normalize the whole thing, not make it an issue anymore. So since people still seem to think that we're still towing around the topic a lot, parang very sensitive pa talaga to start talking about it. I think it really just shows that it is still taboo here in the Philippines, but it shouldn't be anymore. That's all I'll say about that. So on that note, Nick, how about with gender, same gender marriage at least? Do you think it should be legalized here in the Philippines?
I love how you changed your question to from same sex to same gender, because I mean that's a heavy topic for debate, right?
True, that's so true.
I'm okay. I mean, I'm definitely in support of that. The problem that I've been seeing a lot, however, when I read on comments and when I read on things, it's really just the term marriage, because the term marriage connotes it being sacred between a man and a woman, especially in a religious perspective. And I think that's the main issue of other people. However, when it comes to civil union, to just the couple, no matter what their gender is, for them to have the rights of a straight married couple, I mean, I'm in full support of that. Definitely. On a legal standpoint, I don't see any reason why you wouldn't want people to get married. I mean, they love each other, so I don't understand why they would be stopped. They should be stopped from loving each other and committing.
I agree with you, Nick. And I love that you mentioned about marriage being sacred in there, and a lot of people are touchy about the topic of marriage because it it touches on the topic of religion. And in this case, I think our what we want, the LGBT plus community and supporters, which are Nick and I, for example, yeah, I think what we all really want is for them to have the same equal rights. So basically, the same equal rights of the civil union. Although I'm sure, like for example, my relative nila, sabihin natin, they are of course diehard Catholics, or yeah, Catholics. And of course, him and his partner would really want to be married in church, but they understand that it's a completely different topic and another issue to tackle. Right now, what they just want is to have civil union,
Yeah.
to be acknowledged by the law that they are a couple. They don't wanna mess with everyone's beliefs. Just small steps at a time. Starting off with letting them get married. I mean, other countries have already done it, and it hasn't been a big issue since. Kumbaga, wala namang masamang nangyari. It's not like COVID or something was caused by that.
Right.
So, what they really just want is to have the same equal rights as what the heterosexual couples have.
I think one of the big
Masyado ba tayong passionate?
I know you are. I know how you're so passionate about this. I am too, but I could really feel that you really want it to be pushed now. The thing is, I really think that it's a problem of the majority versus the minority, and the majority of us are still are Catholics. And nothing's wrong with that. I mean, I'm all for that. I was raised to be a Catholic. It's just that I feel like a lot of, some people are just more hateful than, because when I don't know, it's pure hate there. What I see here is just pure hate and nothing else. I mean, I don't want to start talking about how Jesus is the first activist, because people might, stone me to death. But it's true. And I
But
mean,
he
like,
was.
He really was. He really was the first activist, and you could stone me to death, but that's what I have in my head. I mean, guys, just don't be hateful. I don't understand all of these hatred, where this is coming from. So, yeah.
Hindi ako namumwant sa part na aktivista si Jesu Cristo. But it is technically correct.
Yeah, I mean, like, people did
With
not
the-
believe
with
him
the
during his
exactor.
time. Yeah, I mean, diba, like, he was fighting for loving each other, and, trying to break a lot of stuff from the Old Testament. He was an activist, in a sense,
Ayan, nag-Bible study tayo, guys. Wala sa oras.
Bible study, Bible
this.
study.
I love this. But we know we're joking about it, but seryoso po talaga yun na if you're going to tackle religion in this issue, there was an evolving time of it as well. And in this case, actually, the LGBT plus community doesn't even really want to dwell on the topic of religion, doesn't want to touch your beliefs, just twitch the law of it, or update. Yun pala, update the law of it when it comes to who gets to marry who. You know what I mean? Yun lang naman.
Oo nga, ba't naman ako napunta kay Jesus? Sorry, Jesus. I love you.
No, it's okay. Because what you said is true. Wala ka naman in-insulto sa part na yan.
Love one
Think about it,
another.
guys. He was an activist. Okay, how about this one? This one has been a controversial topic, I think, a couple of years ago. And it's still, I think it died down a bit kasi wala naman talagang nangyari much about it. There was a very small movement, but not much happened. But, do you think that there should be a separate restroom for the LGBT plus community, Nick?
Yeah. Okay. First, kasi ang nasa isip ko talaga dyan, yung cost. Kasi there's going to be lots. There's going to be lots. And Um, Kagaya nung nakita ko nga sa Araneta, yun yung nabanggit ko ata sa ito sa TVA, di ba?
Yeah.
There's an all-gender
Manila.
restroom. And I see that in one of the big malls din dito sa Main South, which is great. I mean, that's, you know, being
Yeah.
inclusive and everything. However, I do feel like pag gumawa ka ng separate restroom, instead of uniting the genders, meron din doon na parang idea na you are segregating.
Yes.
Diba? Na parang, okay, may, kunyari kasi cost-wise nga, diba? So, male, women, tapos others, ganon. I mean, but we know that it's more complex than that. Kaya nga LGBTQ+, diba? Ang dami nun.
Oo. Kasi hindi na kaya ng letters of the alphabet. Naging plus na lang. It's a whole spectrum, guys.
It is.
That's what we're trying to say. And tama ka dun, Nick, na parang the issue kasi rin nowadays, the thing that we have to be careful about nowadays is the sensitivity, the oversensitivity of some people. Let's actually use the LGBTQ+, for example. Like, for whatever effort, this isn't happening to all. Of course, I don't mean everyone, right? But it just seems like if, let's say, we do put an all-gender restroom, I won't be surprised if some groups of the LGBT would say, bakit niyo kami ginawang parang all-gender na lang in one restroom? Bakit hindi mo kami pwede bigyan? Kung may male, may female, bakit hindi pwede may transgender, may lesbian, may gay, parang gano'n, di ba? So, I think everybody will just always have to stand up for something na baka pwede naman intindihin nyo rin na we're really still trying here. We're really trying our best here. And I don't think there is a conscious decision to segregate, you know? Parang, and like what you said also, Nick, that funds are a big issue right now, especially right now. But that's another topic for another day, but anyway. So like, even putting up just one restroom is going to be very costly already. So I think, and like we mentioned earlier, slowly talaga ang gapang ng Pilipinas when it comes to change. So, I think, like, let's say one at a time. And I hope that the community will be accepting of that.
Yeah.
But to answer the question naman, if I were to actually answer the question, not just babble here like I'm doing right now, I mentioned this to you also before that one of the artists we interviewed, I gave me that same question before, and I love their answer. Sabi niya, I don't think the issue is having different bathrooms for the different groups. It should be more like people should be okay and loving and accepting of whoever uses the bathroom without malice. Yun eh.
Yeah. Who is this artist? Props to
I'm not
him
sure if
for-
I should mention.
Okay.
But
Okay,
I'm
sure.
not sure actually if I should. Kasi baka lang biglang what if nag-change na pala yung belief niya. Ewan ko na.
Oo nga, who are we to say, diba?
But, diba? Or I don't know.
Yeah.
Or baka I misquoted him or something. So baka I don't want to get him in trouble. So him, clue na po yun.
Right. I think
But
that's
yeah,
fantastic.
I love.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I think that's amazing. That's fantastic. Although, sige, go ahead. Go ahead.
Right.
I'm gonna say something.
So yun nga na, I think teaching the younger generation, teaching actually not just the younger, everyone of love and acceptance, and to be comfortable in a place without malice, you know, to let others be comfortable rather in a place without malice is very important. Yun. So go ahead, Nick, take it away.
No, I mean, yeah, I definitely agree with that. And if, for example, like a gay man enters the male restroom, diba? I mean, we put malice on that, but we shouldn't.
Yes.
Ideally, right? But the thing is, a lot of people have concerns over that. Like, for example, you know how people can also lie about, and can also, what's the word? Take advantage of that.
Yes,
Yeah, some fear that, you know, somebody will pretend that he is a transgender, so magsi-CR siya sa female CR, and then alam mo yun, and then the crime will happen. So I do understand where that is coming from, man. What do you think about
Yes,
that?
agree. So, you know, in this day and age, in this year, na hindi talaga tayo ganun ka, it's not yet very normalized just yet. There's going to be a lot of issues. Plus, ewan ko, ang sama ko na talaga siguro nasasabihin ko to, pero talagang ang backwards pa ng maraming Pilipino na ayun nga, pag may papasok na bakla sa restroom na guys, yung they can make a big deal out of it. They can
Yeah.
make a huge fuss out of it. Na hindi naman kailangan. The guy just wants to pee, man!
Exactly.
The guy just wants to do a number 1, number 2. So, huwag kayo
Correct.
masyadong, overreacting. Anyway, yeah.
For a trans woman, for example, pag nag-CR sa restroom, and obviously you feel that she is a trans woman, meron ka bang na-experience na gano'n na parang you felt awkward about it?
Yeah, I had. Honestly, yeah, there was one time. But the thing is, sobrang brief lang ng moment na, hala, wait. And then then it just sunk in na, wait, ano nga bang issue? Like at first it was the natural instinct kasi nga again we're just starting to get things normalized here. The natural instinct was, wait, am I the right one? Wait, what's he doing here? He naghipa ako parang gano'n if I remember properly. Parang, what's he doing here? Oh shoot, parang gano'n. Then I realized afterwards, okay. She just wants to use the bathroom. Wala naman siya ginagawa, hindi nga kami napapansinan whatsoever. So, let them be. Let them be. You know? So hopefully, again, it's a really huge topic for debate.
Yeah,
It's really still a huge issue. But again, if we all just have love and put all malice aside, I think the world will be a much better place.
Correct. I mean,
I should
don't
write
need
a
the
song,
hate now.
okay.
Correct. Definitely.
I'm sorry, what?
I agree with you, and we don't need more hatred now, especially with the
Yeah.
pandemic and people are just losing their minds. Let's just support each other. Let us be who we are without hurting one another.
Parang I feel masyado ng hipster, Nick and I are very hipster
I know.
right now. And
I do feel like
let's just
makabatag na
spread
kayo.
peace,
Ayun naman kayo mga woke millennials yun na nakakinig kay ang tawag dito, who's our artist? Who's our artist?
Sino? Ben and Ben? Sino? Moira de la Torre? Sino?
Mga ganun na natagtugan natin sa beach. Oh,
Right. I get you. Mga like reggae and chill vibes na, gano'n. So we sound very positive here and very hipster here, but we really mean what we're saying, guys. We mean it. And it's gonna be difficult. Oy, by the way, to our watchers, viewers right now, I know Nick still owes you guys a full version of How Deep Is Your Love by BG. So,
Ew.
abangan po natin yan somewhere on Easy Rock Manila's Facebook page. So, if you haven't liked our page just yet, mag-like na po kayo and make sure you get notifications. So, we'll know when Nick sings to you guys. Alright, going back to our topic.
Yes, going back.
Or back to our topic because you guys could really tell Nick and I are very passionate about this. But here's my question. I know we're still young millennials and single, by the way. My question here is, how do you think we could reach out to the younger generation? Make sure that the kids are more accepting and more loving about the situation and not fear or not have biases and bigotry about the LGBT plus community. Because, aminin na po natin, the older generation was.
Yeah.
It was. A lot still is, And the younger generation we go, the newer we go, the more open we are. But there's no assurance that everyone will be as accepting as a lot of us are right now. So how do you think that we should deal with that, Nick?
Yeah, no, it's not funny. It's fun. It's cute. It's a story that I have heard. I wasn't there, but they were talking about it. I used to be part of, a very talented group of people in this play city. It's a theme park, if you make it but it's a play city.
Oh, I think I know what it means.
Yeah.
What you're talking about.
And then there is that stage play where we teach kids how to act. And do things. So the title of the stage play at the time was Little Mermaid.
Okay.
Okay.
Were you Ariel or Sebastian?
No, I'm the shadow. Because you teach kids like these are little kids like 5, 6 years old, and on stage, so they get to choose their character. You know, you could be Sebastian, you could be Ariel, you could be Prince Eric, diba? And it could be Flounder. So there's this little boy, and he wanted to be Ariel.
Okay.
The parents were there.
Yeah.
And you know what? The mom and the dad were very supportive of him.
That's so nice.
Yeah, so I just thought like,
that is cute.
if parents could be like this, I mean, I don't think there would be kids who would suffer from mental problems. Because I think that's where it starts, diba? But when you know that your immediate family do not accept you for who you are, for what you want, that's when all the mental health issues start. So for us, I mean, I don't have a kid, I don't have a son or a daughter, and you don't have one
as far as
yet,
I know,
because we're single. But I believe that there are kids listening to us every day. So we try our best to be inclusive, you know, with our ad libs. I mean, I try to do that. And when I encounter someone who, well, I'm so sorry about that, who is, I don't want to name names because, yeah, but
don't name names.
they're just, ano na lang, not tolerant people. I do my best to educate them. Because they would definitely, you know, when you try to do that on the air, you have the power to influence people's mindset.
Yes.
Diba? And if you are open, I have a feeling that, you know, your listeners would somehow rethink and also try to open their minds and their hearts. You know, learning about new things and knowing that there are other people who are not like them, who think differently, who love differently. So yun yung sa akin. What about you?
I love what you said about educating. We talked about this before na you were the one who mentioned the cancel culture actually, di ba? Na pag nagkamali ang isang tao when it comes to, for example, again, very sensitive issues like the LGBT plus community, Pride Month, ganun. The cancel culture is very strong for some reason nowadays that when an artist makes a mistake in terminologies or beliefs or backward beliefs, ganun, usually, kinakancel na agad. But, what you said earlier, take that as a chance to educate. Take that as a learning experience for that person, you know? Let them know that their beliefs were wrong or it should be updated, whatever you want to call it. And if they accept that, oo nga, I was wrong. And that's it. Let's move on from our lives and be glad that you were able to influence another person to think right? Pero kasi yung nangyayari ngayon, OMG, DJ Nick said that. Hashtag DJ Nick is cancelled.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Right.
That's happened a lot eh.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with you.
Are you still there?
I agree with you.
Okay, here we go.
Because we need to educate people like
Diba?
before canceling them.
Yeah, go ahead.
Sorry, before we cancel people, before we cancel talaga, let's try to educate them first. Kung hindi sila ma-educate, tsaka na i-cancel. Biro lang.
And on that note, actually, like if Nick and I say something offensive or something wrong, or our beliefs or the way we think is still somewhat off, let us know, you know? Let us know, tell us that I think it's this and that. Let's have a clean discussion about it.
Definitely.
Diba? Walang, ganun ka pala Nick ganun pala.
Yeah. I mean, we're open, diba?
So yeah, and I hope that this doesn't just go with the topic.
Yeah. Go
ahead.
We have to be open. You know, we have to be open to criticisms, to counter arguments. And I think that makes up a really good society, you know, when we're able to do that. Kasi, diba, it's not about you, it's not about me, it's about all of us. So we include everybody in the discussion. So if you're not into this, if you're against it, that's perfectly fine. For as long as you have, you know, you also put forward your thoughts. Wag lang sana fueled by hate. Anything fueled by hate talaga is something that I can't deny. To me lang, I can
Yes.
tolerate it. Logic, definitely, but hate, no.
Yan ang i-cancel natin.
Yeah.
So actually, yun pa rin sinasabi mo na parang if you think that wait, nawala yung thought ko na naggaling sa sitwas, what I want to say was, I wanted to bring it back to what the heterosexuals always say na you're stepping on my beliefs eh. Kaya parang ayoko na may ganyan kasi stepping on my beliefs. But the thing is, it's not affecting them at all. You know, what the LGBTQ plus community wants is not going to affect the straight community at all. Or at least, that's what I think. Tama naman, di ba? At least from what I know. Wala namang mawawala, wala namang dagdagan sa part ng heterosexual community, if I'm not mistaken, ha?
No, they think na nababawasan yung community nila, and they think na mabawalan na ng population. And you know, all these irrational beliefs.
So yeah, I hope that what Nick and I are saying here makes sense to you guys. We don't mean to offend anyone. We don't mean to step on anyone's beliefs. You know, we're just here to celebrate love. All the colors of love.
Yeah.
Anyway, I guess, yeah, we had a really great conversation.
Yeah, thank you. It was really nice talking to you, Shai, and to all our brothers and sisters, no matter what your preferences, know that you're loved and that we're always here for you. I mean, we know we say all these things in radio, and you probably feel like sometimes it can be not genuine, but it really is genuine. You know, we're always sending you love and virtual hugs every time we go on air. So we love you, and know that we're always here for you. Happy Pride!
Yeah, happy Pride, guys, and thanks again. We gotta go. Once again, my name is Shai.
And I am Nick. Thank you guys for watching.
Alright, bye! Bye-bye!